This is Jessey. He's a farmer. He grows everything: kale, tomatoes, eggplant, onions, carrots, and much more. But Jessey doesn't farm in a rural area. Instead, he farms in the city of Toronto. It all started here in Jessey's backyard. Jessey and his partner Misha started farming the backyard back in 2016. Pretty quickly, his neighbor took notice.
Working on my backyard was the first one we actually did quite a bit of work on it. And my neighbor next door saw what we're doing and she said, why don't you use my space?
So Jessey started farming his neighbor's yard too, and for payment the neighbors received a weekly box of vegetables. Then it kind of snowballed further.
Snowballing into introductions, and somebody else saw and heard what I'm doing in somebody else's backyard and like, you can actually take my backyard from grass to this? Like, yeah.
Today, Jessey farms several backyards, though his backyard remains the central hub. And it's an impressive full-blown farming operation, complete with a greenhouse, rows of crops, a seedling starter area, freezer, washing stations, and a food prep area. Then this year, Jessey expanded into the biggest plot yet, a half-acre plot of land in Downsview Park. I visited Jessey there this past summer.
Jessey! Hey, man.
The new farm is beautiful. It's elegant, it's orderly, and more than anything, it's super productive. The morning I visited, Jessey was laying a new bed.
We're practicing the no-till method. The idea is we add a thick layer of compost on top of this and the compost acts as mulch. Right. So what I'm going through right now is to make sure that any weed seeds or weed roots, I take them out by the roots and so I'm digging them out individually.
By hand, you're taking every weed out?
Yes.
You don't use any weed killer or anything like that?
Oh God, no.
I felt just a little bit lazy watching Jessey work, so for the record, I did pitch in too. Helping out a little bit too.
A nightmare if you don't catch it on time. This grass will go a full network if you don't take care of it early. Crabgrass, they call it. Nightmare.
Now, Jessey and Misha have a couple different ways of distributing their food.
The products we have, so the farm shares are the number one. So those are farm shares we do for the whole season. We have subsidized farm shares. So these are farm shares that are bought on behalf of those who can't afford. That's a big program for us. And then we have produce that we sell to restaurants. So there's a chef that we cater for. And then we have the microgreen share, which is our all year 12 months operation. Those are the four major ones that we take care of.
Now, of these four products, Jessey gets the most animated when he talks about farm shares.
This is my favorite part of my day, to be honest with you. Taking my produce to people's homes, knocking, how you doing? Here's the produce. It's my favorite day. It's like I'm Santa bringing produce. It's fantastic. I love it. There's a lot of joy in that. Like that is the last mile. There's nobody in that space but just me who grew it and you going to eat it.
Food and community go hand in hand for Jessey. In fact, I first found out about him because he was giving away Christmas trees for free. No catch.
First time I did it, somebody came up to me and said, Jessey, why are you doing this? What is wrong with the trees? Why are they free? I'm like, free is not a problem. I don't even need Christmas trees some years, but there are families who this is how they connect. This is how they regenerate. For me to facilitate that conversation is fuel upon fuel.
To close, I asked Jessey if he had any tips for someone who wanted to get started doing something like he's doing.
Start small. If you have bins, use those bins. If you have 200 square feet, well, good for you. Put some seed in that. There are many of us out here trying to do this. Just come visit, ask the questions, figure it out, volunteer, spend time with us, and whatever lessons you learn, go try it. And there's something about this soil that heals people. Something about that time just calms you. And I sleep happy, man.